Go watch the show. Go watch the animated series.
Man,
For example.
Hollywood notoriously takes the wrong lessons from any sort of like failure that
Yeah.
happens for them.
Yeah, I'm
Notoriously.
hoping that won't happen with Flash, because the movie bombed, but you also had a show that was the most popular show on the entire network at one point. So.
But Jake, you remember Flash was that movie was greenlit like right after the Green Lantern movie, and it took all that time for it to come out. I think they kind of got rid of that goodwill with that movie because they hyped it up. They had was it Tom Cruise? They made Tom Cruise say it was one of the best superhero movies he ever saw. Some shit like that. You're out here doing that over that Flash movie, bro. Like, look, I don't think it was the worst movie I've ever seen, but it certainly wasn't the best superhero movie of all time.
Right.
Let's be clear about it. Like,
Tom Cruise probably liked all the Keaton stuff with the flying and the wings.
The Keaton stuff was the best stuff in the movie. Let's just be clear. Like, that was the best shit in the movie.
Like the Sasha Calle Supergirl stuff.
Oh yeah, that was great too. Wish could have seen more of her.
How the fuck did Wonder Woman and Batman beat a speedster to a scene of a crime? Come on, let's be clear here. How did that happen?
Also, I remember when they brought up
full of babies.
I remember that movie had been in so much development hell. I remember when they brought out Rick Famuyiwa to who's going to direct it.
I remember that too. Yeah,
the movie went through like 4 different directors. That version went through like 4 different directors.
Art by committee always ends up a mess. Always. When you have like a million people trying to make something good, it's more likely, I won't say always because that's a little bit much, but more times than not, it ends up being a mess. It ends up being a mess. Yeah. You don't need a million cooks in the kitchen to make something work. Like you just need a really good chef and a really good sous chef and then call it a day.
Yeah, because when you have all those people in the kitchen, you get conflicting visions.
Yeah, great example. You have like 100 some odd people making Call of Duty, and those games are always trash. But you get like 30 some people who made clear up Spirit Expedition 33, and the game's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's so wild that small number made that game. That is.
I can't believe you're comparing the Call of Duty. Mind blowing.
Yeah,
but I mean,
the release. It's that thing of like, yo, when are we gonna take a break? Commit to something.
Just like the studio side.
You know what? I do want to point this out.
Duty,
reading the comment from Dalton and what Phil said here, like the fact they thought in any world where like everything becomes a meme or something on TikTok, putting a baby in a microwave was a good thing for them to preview about a movie, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy to me. Because out of context, they did it in reverse. Like I saw the videos where they had it in reverse and stuff where it looked like he was like turning the microwave on and shit. Like that's crazy, man. Like that should have never even been in the movie ever in a million years.
I don't know if it's legend or not, but I remember hearing that back in the day, a Superman comic was pulled from the stands because in the cover or in the book itself, it had an image at that time of a super baby going into a microwave.
Yeah, like didn't they change? What Disney movie is it where they had to change it because the baby went into like a washer?
Lilo and Stitch, I think.
That's it. That was right. Yeah. So like they had to change that for that reason because like people are dumb. Like why would you? Come on.
They didn't want kids mimicking that.
Oh, that's funny.
Come on. But speaking, still speaking on that, when it comes to Flash, I was talking to Phil earlier because I'm like, eventually we're gonna get a Flash. Phil brought back to my remembrance that it's not gonna be Barry Allen.
I don't think so either.
So it's gonna be Wally West.
Yep.
So Phil, do you mind if I tell your pitch, or you want to tell it?
Let Phil do it, please. Thank you.
It's not really much of a pitch. I mean,
I loved it.
I feel like Flash is probably like one of the easiest ones to do. Same with Green Lantern. You don't really need much to make a halfway decent movie out of either of those characters. I mean, when it comes to Flash, you know, you've got Jay Garrick and Barry Allen who are probably retired. Jay Garrick definitely retired, but you know, if Barry is settled down with Iris West, then obviously the mantle would go to Wally. Wally is a lot of people's version of the Flash, be it from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. You know, people grew up with Wally West. Whether or not you get a Bart Allen, I don't know. I'd do it for fun. But people ask, oh, well, who would you do as a villain? And it's like, don't do the fucking Iron Man thing. Do not do the same kind of concept as the hero villain thing. Fuck that. Do not do Reverse Flash. Do the Rogues.
Captain Cold. Do the
yes.
Trickster.
Captain Cold. Captain Cold, Trickster, Top, fucking
Glider.
Wizard. No. Fucking Mirror Master.
Mirror Master. Oh,
yeah, that's a good
I thought about the Animal Man run, but yeah, I was
like, show a hero taking on multiple villains at once. Is that sacrilege to have more than one villain in a movie? Who the fuck
No.
cares? It depends on what story you're telling.
Right.
No, but
Look at
the way
Spider-Man: No Way Home. They had 5 villains.
And
I
they-
would like-
they handled it right.
I would like to see a modern twist on the Rogues, though. I would like to see something like the Absolute Flash universe, like how they look and design. I would like to see that in a movie form.
I haven't read Absolute Flash, so I have no frame of reference for that.
I cannot lie,
I
Captain
think you're on
Cold in Absolute Flash. Hey,
Yeah.
It's creepy. I saw the
Final
picture of it. I haven't read it yet, but
Yeah.
it looks creepy as fuck.
no, it definitely is, and they just like they killed my whole theory about like Thawne being behind all of this. Like, what about basically? I thought they were gonna make Barry Allen in this universe Reverse Flash. They just killed my theory on that, but it is what it is. It's still a good story. It's still a
No,
good
man,
story.
I would kind of take a Blue Beetle approach to it. Like, have the Flash Museum, have Barry be the former Flash, and have Wally be the new up and coming hero taking on the legacy of it. Have the Flash costume in the fucking museum. Have the Reverse Flash in the costume in the museum, for crying out loud. Like, do it all. Showcase all of this shit. But I would say, like, maybe do a story where you have the Rogues either trying to like bring down the museum or just bring down Central City, and they need their old tech to do it, so they have to go into the museum to get it. You know, I'm not really sure what kind of story I would crack, but starting there, like, if you're going to tell a decent story about a new up and coming hero, give him more than one villain to face off against. And what better way to have Wally go over some trial and tribulation than going up against all of Barry's former antagonists? That's just me.
Yeah, that'll be and it'll be interesting because like going about in this universe, we know there are heroes that are older and there are heroes that are, you know, younger. So
Right.
seeing that it was previously 2 Flashes, you have 2 older Green Lanterns already. So that core's been out here. It's been metahumans for 300 plus years or whatever it is James Gunn
Right.
said. It's interesting because like some of these older heroes can look at Clark and be like, well, where the hell were you? Like, where were you at? We could have used your help. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Or like, why do we
You
need
seem-
you now?
yeah, like you seem old enough. Like you seem old enough. Why reveal yourself now? Like, I think that'd be really interesting to see, especially with somebody like the Flash. Like, what if they make Barry like don't make him an ass, but at least make it like, okay, yeah, I had to give up this life because I wanted to focus on what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on my wife. I wanted to, you know, if they have the twins, you know, if him and Iris have the twins, if he got injured, like it's so many different ways you could go about it to make it interesting. And if they want to just say, you know, cast Grant Gustin as a retired Barry Allen, I'm good with it. That's all
Damn
I'm
it! Now I
saying.
want to see the Tornado Twins,
Yeah, I want to see the real Tornado Twins.
Dawn and Dawn.
Yeah, that's a dumb name, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.